Oh, hey. Yeah, do you like the new room? I mean, personally, I think it's really, really cool. That? Oh, you want to know about this piece? Okay, yeah. This piece right here, actually, it reminds me a lot of my high school friends. That's why I got it. It's fake. DemminLemmin. But yeah, you know we messing with a new style. Like with this, I don't even need you. I can laugh at my own jokes. And the best part is it's such a totally original new idea. I mean, name one person on the internet on a green screen who talks about old video games who's white. Don't worry, guys. Plagiarism's funny if I make a joke about it. Oh, and speaking of plagiarism, 1998. Move over, Bugs Life. Get the fuck out of here, Pokemon. Nobody cares. Nobody cares because Guitar Freaks came out. And that was a Konami Japanese arcade exclusive game that nobody gave a fuck about. But 7 years later, Harmonix ripped that shit off and made Guitar Hero. Now, usually I feel bad when somebody gets plagiarized. You know, like, you spent so much time working hard on something, and like, I just feel bad. But then I remember who the fuck Konami was, and I'm like, you know, that's what you get for making Rogue Core, you piece of shit. But let me just say, I love Guitar Hero so much, and I hope that's not a controversial statement. Like, this shit is so fucking good, and who doesn't love a good rhythm game? Y'all remember that? That shit was crazy viral. Or how about this one? That was super viral too. And I think these games go super viral because of the difficulty. I mean, think about it. These games are super easy in concept and super easy to start, but difficult as hell to master. Like MILF on easy, that shit's easy, bro. That's probably some of the easiest gameplay you'll ever have. MILF on hard though? Oh! Holy fuck, that's some BDSM shit. Like, it whips me, it hurts me. I like it though. I really like it, but it hurts. And that is what I think all rhythm games are like. Okay, so I probably lost half of you with that BDSM joke. So let's get back to what we were originally talking about. Guitar Hero. I mean, what's not to love? You take the most iconic instrument, right? From one of the most iconic music genres of all time. And honestly, one of the most popular, or maybe the most popular for like 40 years straight. And then you take the game design and you sample it from another game. And the shit just makes itself. It was crazy marketable, and it was a viral ticking time bomb, and it worked. It fucking worked. The shit was crazy huge. Like, I remember back in 07, maybe up until 2011, when I was a tiny little baby, you couldn't go to any house without playing Guitar Hero. Because everybody had a Wii, and everybody had Guitar Hero. So everybody had Guitar Hero. Like, you know what I mean? Now, hold on. If you were paying attention to me, and you better be paying attention to me, you'll remember I said Guitar Hero came out 7 years after 1998. Now, I'm not a fucking mathematician, so let me just make sure I got this right. Yep. 2005. And I tell you how long ago that was, but again, I broke my calculator. So yeah, I do recognize that some of you may not even know what a Guitar Hero is. So, basically, Guitar Hero. Use this controller. This is the plastic little fucking guitar that you play. It's so cool. And there are some people that use this controller, but we don't talk about those people, and we don't talk to those people. Basically, notes come down the highway, right? This is a highway. It's not a road. This is a highway. Notes, these are notes. They come down the highway, all right? You don't want too many notes to pass this little thing, or you fucking go in the red and lose, all right? You lose, so you don't want to lose. So, basically, you use your controller that I just talked about, and you see how there's color buttons and a strum bar? You press the color button, and you strum simultaneously, and you break the note when they get it down here, and it burns the note. And if too many notes come by, you fuck up, you lose, you die, game over. Okay? Are you caught up now? Good. Fucking rest of the class is waiting on you, Jeremy. Anyways, so I want to talk about me for a minute. Basically, fucking Guitar Hero is one of my fondest childhood memories, if not the fondest childhood memory. There's not a lot of good There's not a lot of good one of those. Anyways, I probably put like 500 hours into the series, and it just means so much to me. Like, okay, story time. My cousins were always so good at this game, and I fucking wanted to be like them, right? Because, you know, we were always playing around, we were always playing together, and they were fucking playing on hard mode and expert mode and doing so fucking good, and I sucked shit. I was a dumbass kid. I was like 5, and I didn't know that you had to strum while playing the fucking colored notes. Explains why I'm failing college. But yeah, I always just kind of tapped the pretty colors, hoping it would do something, but it never, ever did. And one of the best memories I've ever had is just trying to get better. Well, you know, because it's like you always want to do better than, you know, fucking people that you look up to. So that's what I fucking did. And I played, and I played, and I played, and I played. And that fucking eureka moment, that one night when I was playing Guitar Hero by myself at my grandmother's house, and I was playing the best song of the game, Let's Talk More Rock, and I just kept trying. And I said, well, what if I tried the whammy bar, which is the strum bar, but I thought it was the whammy bar. And I was clicking, and I was like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. I know how to play this game now. And after like 5 tries, I beat it. I beat a song on Guitar Hero by myself with no help. Oh my god, I will never be so high on myself ever again. That was my greatest accomplishment. I peaked as a 6-year-old. Now, of course I went around, you know, the house, and I was like, hey guys, I did it. I beat Guitar Hero. I did it. And nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared. This was my greatest accomplishment. It meant so much to me. And I try to tell everyone, you know, my mom was there, my grandmother was there, so many people were there, but nobody gave a fuck. But I did. And I cared so much that even my fragile child ego didn't notice that nobody cared. I was just so happy, and I did it. I won. And it's memories like that. You know, it's memories like that. It's memories where I get my ass kicked by my cousins in versus mode. It's memories of, you know, being alone at the house with Guitar Hero, going from easy to medium to hard to expert. It's memories of when I first got my job. For some reason, I spent a lot of money on Rock Band DLC. I still don't know why I did it, but it's just those memories. That's the reason I love Guitar Hero. It's the reason I love video games in general. Like, there's no other medium that can produce that kind of joy, those kind of memories. You know, I can't beat my cousins and watching a movie. And I just love it. Now, like I said, I could keep saying I was a young child. I was an impressionable little baby. So this game, mixed with 97.1 The River, aka the best radio station ever, Georgia viewers represent, meant that I really liked classic rock. I really liked classic rock, and I still do. Okay, classic rock is so good. It's such a great genre, but now I know it's not my favorite music genre. No. My favorite music genre is trash. But yeah, classic rock just means so much to me. You know, it reminds me of just a better time, and like songs that remind me of like people like my grandfather. You know, that just means so much to me. I cry whenever I hear Eric Clapton. Like, it just reminds me of a better time, you know, when things weren't shitty. You know, so I'm getting real sad in this video, but look, that's just the truth, man. Guitar Hero and classic rock in general left an impression on me that means so much to me, and I will never let go. All right. So it's okay. But let's steer away from that bullshit, right? So, okay, so cool, Dylan. The game has good music, but let's talk about the one thing a video game needs: good UI and menus. Menus are some of the most important shit in a video game. You always remember the UI. You always remember the menus. And, you know, I didn't even put a script part in here. It's going to be a little rambly, but I love these menus, and I have to talk about it from my heart. So, Guitar Hero 2 is such a badass, like, menu. So, like, let's go. You have the little beast, right, hovering over the fucking menu, right? And you just have to quick play, story mode, fucking whatever, right? And then you go in the cheats. You have all this cool art that's like real metal or heavy rock inspired. You go to the fucking set list, right? All the words in the set list are like drawn in, and there's like fucking like it's all notebook paper in the back, and there's all these little doodles, and it really puts you in like the vibe. You know, like it might not be something you notice, but it is something your brain notices. It puts you in a it's rock music. You know, it's heavy rock. It's that era of music, and it puts you in that time period. I kind of hated it in Guitar Hero 5 when they moved over to that more gameplay in the background and just kind of whatever UI, because I think the best UI in this series is either 2 or 3, just because of the art. The art is so goddamn good in these games. It's fucking crazy. You know, nobody ever talks about it, and I just want to shed a little light on it because it's so goddamn good. Anyways, you know, I just think it's so fucking. Hey! I don't give a fuck about the menus, bro. It's a video game. Talk about the gameplay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Fine. All right. So, it's good. It's real good. It's smoother than my brain good, bro. Holy fuck. Rhythm Heaven? More like Guitar Hero's gameplay. I just pissed off a very specific section of Twitter, and I don't know how I feel about it. But there's just something so addictive about holding a guitar. Even if it's fake, even if it's plastic, you know, like my friend. It's just so goddamn fun to do, bro. And okay, like, it's just so good. And the difficulty. I know I already blurbed about the difficulty earlier, but I'm going to talk about it again, bro. Like this game, okay, we're going to talk about Guitar Hero 3 specifically, and that game's difficulty, because it is so good. Let's look at the first song, Slow Ride, right? For all intents and purposes, it's a slow ride. It's a very easy song. It's a easy thing to do because it's the first song. It's like the tutorial in a lot of ways, you know. It's the first song you play, and it's the first thing you see in the game that's not the menus. And again, it's easy, but it can still fuck you up if you go on the harder difficulties, right? Now let's go a little down the list. Now let's look at Welcome to the Jungle, right? It's a little more difficult, but it's not that hard, you know? It's just a little more difficult. And that's just how the game goes. And you keep going. Let's go to Cult of Personality. This shit starts to get a little more difficult. You got a lot of double notes, and I think the most difficult part is it starts to teach you like kind of soloing. You know, he has that ba-da. It's like real fast, it's real quick, and it happens again and again and again. That prepares you for the more solo-y nature of the music to come. And I think the emphasis of that is won by Metallica with long-ass solos that you have to fucking like almost memorize or just be really quick to do. You know, you got Cliffs of Dover, Raining Blood, won by Metallica. You got all these super hard-ass songs, but that is not the hardest song in the game. No, there is probably the most iconic, hard, most difficult final bosses in all of gaming, and just Guitar Hero 3. Through the Fire and Flames. That shit is hard, bro. That shit is so goddamn difficult. And I just think it's so unforgiving, and there's not much of a more iconic final boss in gaming. But not only is it unforgiving, it is fair. The game has been prepping you for this moment, and you should be able to handle it. But let's say you can't. That's fine. The game knows it's a hard-ass song, and it makes it an unfailable song that you can always go back to play it later. The game knows what it's doing, and the game is really good at it. And that is why difficulty is so good in this game. It starts super easy, it gets difficult, it teaches you everything you need to know for the final boss, but you don't even have to beat the final boss. You can always come back later, and you can do that later. The difficulty in this game is just so great, and it scales beautifully. Alright, so, probably pretty confused if you never heard of Guitar Hero, because I said so much positive shit about this game, right? The game is great. The games are great. The music is great. The menus are great. The gameplay itself is great. Everything is good about Guitar Hero, so why did it fail? Because if it was so good, it should have lasted forever, right? No. The shit failed. I don't even mean slowly. This shit failed pretty quickly. First game came out in 2005. The last game in like the main series came out in 2010. 24 games came out in a span of 5 fucking years. That's crazy for any franchise, but especially one that fucking most people would get sick of by like a yearly franchise. The issue was all of the goddamn extra games. Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero Rock the 80s, Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Smash Hits. That is the worst fucking offender, and I'm gonna yell about this for a minute. Fuck Guitar Hero Smash Hits. It was a remake of the fucking games that came out literally like a year or two ago. It was a fucking basically a remake of Guitar Hero 2 and Guitar Hero 3, the best songs of those smashed together, like a Smash Hits album. I don't know, but that just pisses me off. It's like, you already have so many games. You don't need to dilute it even more, but they did. And then you have the DS games that reused a lot of the songs from the fucking main games. And then you have the fucking iPhone games and the Android games and the BlackBerry games. There were so many of these, bro. There were too many of these. I love Guitar Hero, and I think there were too many of these. I'm sorry if I'm stumbling a lot, but this is just one of my favorite game franchises of all time, bro. I don't care how much of a loser that makes me to say. I care about Guitar Hero so goddamn much, and it just sucks shit to see Activision's greedy hands fucking milk the cow until it fucking fell over. 24 of those games came out in 5 years, but there were 25 games in the franchise. What was that 25th game? Well, you probably know already. Guitar Hero Live. You know, just as all this shit started to gain steam, just as people were like, hey, remember Guitar Hero? You know, maybe we could have got some nostalgia bait. If we could have waited until 2019 or 2020, we could have had a successful Guitar Hero game based on nostalgia alone. But no, you can't have that, can you? Activision won't let us have anything good. No. They fucking shot the cow. They milked it to death, and then they fucking shot it. Guitar Hero Live failed. It failed miserably, and now we're probably not going to get another Guitar Hero game. It's not going to be at least 10 years until we get a Guitar Hero game. At least that's what I think, because this shit, it's just over, bro. It's an era that was just destroyed by just greed, and we'll never get it back. And that sucks, bro. That sucks as a fan, because I love Guitar Hero so much. But there's one upside to this. Clone Hero. Probably the best fan recreation of a popular video game franchise. And I say that. Some people might say, what about Friday Night Funkin'? I feel like Friday Night Funkin' and DDR, while they're similar, they're so different in approach and in like style and difficulty that they are not. I wouldn't call like Friday Night Funkin' a recreation. But Clone Hero, you know, it's not ashamed of what it is. It is literally a clone of Guitar Hero. And it's so good. And you can download all of the set lists of all of the games, including Rock Band, and including custom songs, and you can play it. There's a giant mod community. It's not a small community. Look at Akai. Akai is a YouTuber that is super fucking good. You should go watch him if you even see me at all. And you should go watch him, right? And he has 1 million subscribers. He is so goddamn good, and so is Clone Hero. So if there's anything I ask you to do, I don't give a fuck if you subscribe to this video. I don't give a fuck if you like. I want you to go support Clone Hero, and I want you to go support Akai. That's what I want from everybody in this video, okay? Because they are so good, and they're keeping the community alive, and I love it. It's so cool. It's so good. And, yeah, that's basically it. Sucks shit. The Guitar Hero's dead, and that, you know, in the main eyes of the public, it's gone. But it's super fucking cool to have a small little community, or not even small, a pretty big fucking community that loves Guitar Hero, loves Clone Hero, and loves everything about it. And that's basically it. Yeah, that's the video. That's the meme. Respectful mic drop. Goodbye.